The final HOH challenge was an endurance challenge where the 3 remaining house guests had to hold plank pose for as long as they could. Unfortunately, we forgot to record it. Meg was the first to fall out of the pose, and while Steven held on as long as he could, he was no match for Laura. She won the challenge and will now be deciding who to take to the final 2.
You're gonna win, but I would get second, and I could use the $30. And also, I think if you take Steve, what I was thinking when I was taking you is that you would be disliked from the Survivor thing. But then I was thinking about, you know what I mean, because you've been playing both games. But the people who've been playing both games could look at it that he did so well in both and give him the win instead of you. Whereas they'd look at me winning only one crappy challenge and not knowing anyone, and then they might vote you over me. Also, we're both girls, and I saved you. But no, if it's a tactics, I don't think Steve is. I was thinking you would be the one to bring to the final 2 before, but now if it's like thinking of you versus me, I think your friends would vote for you to win because you just killed in the last 2 challenges. But I think they'd vote Steve over you for manipulating 2 games in a row. So pick me to get second. The end.
Guys! No, Laura, thank you for not voting for me last time. I do think you have a better shot against me than Meg in the final, especially because I'm the one who just voted Ryan out, so that's going to be some not sour grapes, but like some justifiable emotions because it's so fresh.
That's the way it is.
I would love to stay. I think of all the people in the like, I'm not saying. Of all the people, like I think we've like talked the least, but I would love to stay. I think Meg is very lovable, and I mean I love her. If you vote me out, I'm gonna vote for her because I like her. But congratulations on your wins, and I had a blast. No matter what happens, I would like to make it to the final 2 and go to the jury.
If I send home Steve, he said that he would vote for Meg in the final 2. And the thing is, I feel like everyone will, because she's kind of like a better person than me, probably, right? I feel like her loyalty could be really valuable. Like, and I also like Meg a lot. I think she's really smart and she like deserves to be in the final 2. But that bitch is gonna beat me. Everyone likes her. She's super sweet and really smart. I'm really sorry, Meg. I gotta go against the guy. Because I feel like if I'm gonna lose against both of you anyways, I have a better chance against him. I don't know. It's kind of shitty both ways. I'm sorry.
By a single vote,
Oh, it's already done.
Meg. I'm sorry, you've been evicted.
So.
Steve, you were in the final 2, you'll face the jury.
Now we know how everyone truly is.
Sorry.
I saved you.
I know.
I'm out of the Big Brother house. I thought I could win it, and honestly, I think if I had just won that last challenge, Steve and I would have been the last 2, and I'm pretty sure I would have been voted over Steve and could have won, but I understand that Lara wouldn't want to go up against me. I'll win it next time.
And Steve. Alright, and this is our jury. We've got Matt, Meg, Ryan, Kyle, and Zach. And voting in absence are Chris and Audrey. Alright, so we're going to start with opening statements. Let's start with ladies first. Laura, make your opening statement.
My name is Laura Zeiss. I live here. I made 2 cakes, although not everyone ate them, so maybe they weren't that good. My strategy was It's funny, if you watch my video in the beginning, it's like, I don't really, I guess I'll play it by ear. I don't like any negative feelings with people. I was just kind of here to have fun, and I made it to the final 2, and I thought that if it was between us, maybe I would win more so than you. I've worked in Habitat for Humanity and Hex Project International. I have worked in a global village. I've done a lot of selfless things in my life, and I just really think I could use $120. It would really make a huge difference in my life right now. Christmas is coming up. I have an autistic nephew, and I want to buy him this Lego game.
Hey guys. Guys, I still have a beer left. I'm literally just going to talk about the game very quickly. I have no business being in the final 2. Like, I was a target from literally the first round. I was nominated, I believe, 4 or 5 times for eviction. And somehow, through relationships, I think I was able to overcome all that kind of stuff. I'm really surprised and ecstatic to be in the final 2, no matter what happens. Laura's a great competitor. I think I played a really good game this time. You know, I really, really do. Kyle, you had 1 vote to keep you. That was me.
Sure.
Meg, I never betrayed you. And through the entire game, we made an alliance very early. Ryan, I'm sorry, I did. I backstabbed you, but only because it was between the 2 of you, and I was like, I had formed a bond with her earlier, and I apologize. Matt, again, I fucked you over. But you can ask, if you ask them and they're honest, it was like, I wanted to get rid of Laura, and they were like, no, 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 we have to get rid of Matt. And I was like,
One person voted for me to keep me in. Another person farted and going up the room, leaving me with her methane gas. And, well, no, I won't say the final piece after the game, so that's all I'm saying.
oh.
Steve, when you said your little speech, you went around. How many people did you count that you fucked over? What was the total number? I think it was Ryan.
There's
Matt.
1.
Is it 2?
Ryan and Matt.
There's 2 for sure.
That are here still.
There's 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And I felt maybe I personally feel like you did, but it doesn't matter. Because two's a solid number. It's a plenty fine number. Laura, how many people could you count just in this room? Just the faces you see. How many people did you fuck over?
Things I said to people that I went against.
You feel bad about?
I feel bad about going against Meg. I think she's a good person. I think she played the game really well. I think you were kind of asleep in the last, like, couple hours.
No, I think he admits that.
I think you could have possibly won this game.
Mm-hmm.
Would have won if it wasn't, I don't know. Like, you were really smart. You played the game really well.
Yeah, Steve did screw me over.
You got why though, right?
Yeah, no, I understand, like, the logic behind it. I still think he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it, you know. I mean, it maybe worked out better for you this way than it would have if I had stayed in. So, you know, I didn't take it too hard. But
I think the theme of the night is Steve screwed me over. And I think everyone who has been through the apartment so far would all say the same thing. Steve screwed me over.
Can you honestly say that I screwed you over, Ryan?
Huh?
What?
I just did. I just repeated it twice.
Are you honestly pissed at me right now?
he quotes on it. He's quoting me.
Steve screwed me over. I think we would all get a tattooed across our lower backs if we had a tattoo
you wanna know
parlor
who
this
screwed him
time
over?
here tonight.
My abdominal muscles.
Yeah.
Laura's gotta win this.
I did not screw him. I did not
There's
screw.
a God in heaven.
You screwed Matt over. Like, it's like, this is what kills me. It's like when people don't make it to the final 2, it's like, oh, I'm the villain. Fun, congrats. It's like, yeah, I am. I screwed you
Somebody's
over.
gotta be. Somebody's gotta be.
From the beginning was in alliance with Steve, and he didn't screw me over the whole time. Like, he kept me in. So if he's actually pretty fair, he had his second alliance with you, but since his started with me first, he had to back down at yours only because of the Laura thing. So and I think you played really well. Laura I defended and chose over Matt, and look what happened to me.
You're the only, I don't know, I didn't know how to handle it.
No, so
no one talked to me except for you, and then you did, and I was like, well.
So
I have no idea what it
you
means.
get kicked off. No, so this was really fun, and I think Steve played the whole game better, although Laura had a really kick-ass finish.
You know, honestly, it's just, I would like to win. And I really do think I deserve it. Because I think I played better and more consistently than Laura. And that's not, like, at the end, like, literally, like, she fucking, like, won the last 2 challenges, you know, she did really good. So she deserves to be in the final 2. She's not who I wanted in the final 2, no offense. But like, literally, I was almost out so many times, and just through strategy and, like, backflips, I managed to stay in, and I don't understand how I wouldn't win, and I think that's the reason why maybe I won't, is that I don't understand the other aspect of it, and I understand that I don't understand it. Meg and Kyle, I had your back from the beginning. Zach, I would have had your back if you hadn't literally thrown me on the bus. Everybody threw me on the bus. I was the worst head of household. Ryan, I hope you're not going to vote for me, but I hope we can at least be friends in the future.
We'll see.
We'll see. And Matt, oh, there's no she's your roommate. I fucked you over because I listened to them. So whatever. And Audrey, remember when Audrey fucking fucked me over like hardcore, and I'm still here. Oh, I'm gonna lose.
I sort of flew under the radar for a long time while other people like really played the game. But if you ever watch these shows, you see these people like make targets of themselves right off the bat. And they might even stay targets the whole time. But like, sometimes these people creep up out of nowhere, and like somehow the underdog somehow like whatever. Yeah. Ba la 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 la. Anyway, everyone's gonna do what they're gonna do.
It's tough. It's a really tough call. But I want Steve to win because he was the one guy who voted for me when everybody else voted me off. And I overheard him while I was taking a sleep that he wanted Laura off very badly. And I think Laura could have had the chance to get rid of him, but she didn't. And vote for Steve. Good night.
Alright. The only reason Steve is here is because everybody wanted to be up against Steve, because he was so evil and brutal throughout the entire game that everyone thought they would win against Steve. He's been swept into this position by his own malignancy. For that reason, I've got to vote against him. Not for anybody, but against Steve with all of my will. God bless you.
I want myself to win this, but I want Steve, since he never betrayed me and I think played the game the whole time really well, because everyone tried to vote him off about, 12 times and he's still here. But Laura, I think you played really well too. So my vote is for Steve to win, but I think Laura.
I'm voting for Laura to win. I offered Steve a bargain before the last thing where I was nominated and voted off, and he declined it, and so that's part of it. And then, also I think, the funniest stuff from the end of the game has been, Laura going nuts, which also helps, so that is my decision.
While I can concede that Steve played a phenomenal game, Steven is the smartest man in the world, and I loved watching it. I have to go. I want Laura to win. I'm voting for Laura to win. And Steve, I'm sorry, but that was amazing.
White Paint was amazing. I just saw her in...
Good luck. What's it
I'm checking my hands for $120. By a vote of 5-2, the winner of Big Brother Brooklyn, Laura's Ice.
What?
There's your check.
Yay.
Steven, congratulations in second place.